Hello and welcome back. Today, there's actually not much of a plan besides doing a bunch of random little tasks around the island, which is why we're on a mystery island to gather some supplies. We'll probably need to do a few trips because I want to cover the canyon in as many vines as possible. The only spots that won't have vines will be places where I can put bushes or flowers. Mainly, I just want the area to look lush and green, and I don't really like the look of the bare cliff face. I'm also going to try and pick up as much of the glowing moss as I can. I have no idea what I'm going to use it in, but I'm sure we'll find a use for it. We are back on our home island, and I'm just going to go straight ahead and start placing these vines. I also think it would be really cute to add some bug models in the canyon as well. And we're back for round 2 of the Mystery Islands. I was going to take this vine, but I think I'll leave it up so I can climb up there later. We're going to do the exact same thing as last time. Ooh, I found my bottle on the beach for this island. I wonder what DIY we're gonna get. I'm really hoping it's one we can actually use. Okay, I'll take a round vine rug. I think this actually would be pretty cute in my house. Do you think if you gave a villager a rug, they'd have it in their house the next time you visit them? We also found a gyroid fragment. I'm not the biggest fan of these bushes for our island, so I won't be grabbing any of these, but I think hydrangeas would look really nice on our island. And we're back on the hidden fog again, trying to place as many vines as possible. Unfortunately, some are a bit more difficult to place than others, so a little bit of terraforming is required. However, this might actually give us more room for either more vines or bushes and flowers. I'm also realizing that I haven't actually finished all the waterfalls on the upper level. I'm sure soon I'll get around to connecting them to the lower waterfalls. Here's how it's currently looking, and I think I have finally placed vines everywhere that I can, so I think we can go ahead and move on to something else. We are now behind the museum at this little fishing pond that I decided to build up. This just felt like the perfect spot. It gives the museum a nice backdrop, and up top at the fishing pond it feels nice and secluded and kind of like it's hidden, which is the exact vibe I want, I guess, for this whole island. I don't want this area to be too heavily decorated, so we'll probably just stick to flowers and bushes and trees. In this spot, I want to make a little fishing area with some seating. Even though you can't fish from sitting down, we can still pretend. I currently only have the log bench. I still need to go get some flowers and some bushes and some other little fishing items we can place around. I'm trying to leave this area walkable at least until I get the incline built up to the fishing pond, though I think some of the trees might eventually get in the way of making this possible. Over here we have a little waterfall that I haven't connected to anything yet, still trying to figure out how I want to do that. And if we head over this way, who was that? Of course it was Biddy. I really think she's stalking me. This river lake thing is on the left side of the museum. I do want to make this spot bigger so it actually looks more like a lake. I think it's probably going to end up looking like a kidney bean or something. I think we're close though. Over here is where I think I'm going to put the orchard and also our farm. I can't remember if I've mentioned it or not, but I want to get Nan for our island, and I think she would be the perfect orchard farmer caretaker. I mean, she has the nature hobby, so who would be better than her to fill that spot? Let's do a little map check and see how we're progressing with the terraforming. I think for the lake, all that's left is just removing that nub behind Abel's sisters, and it should be good to go. And for the waterfall on the right side of the museum, I think I'll just connect it to that existing river over there. Alright, so I put the river in, and this is what it looks like. I think in this spot I want to put a suspension bridge maybe, or just any type of bridge. This section of the island is probably going to look more like a meadow. I do also want to put a picnic area in here. I just don't know if it's going to be behind Nook's Cranny or on the other side of the river. Realistically, I think the picnic will probably end up on the other side of the river just because there's a lot more room, and then maybe behind Nook's Cranny I'll do like a shipping and receiving spot. I time traveled so we could have some daylight, but Leaf is here today. Let's see what Leaf has to offer because I need probably a bunch of bushes and a whole lot of flowers. Oh, and I'm definitely gonna need some produce if I want to make some meals to put out at the picnic. Oh my gosh, Leaf has hydrangeas. That is exactly what I need. I think those will be in a lot of places on the island, but I'm probably also going to be using a whole lot of the tea bushes. I think that's what they're called. We'll find those eventually, but I'm also going to get some flowers today too. And we should be good to go. There are a few bushes that I already know I want to replace, and I'm just going to put in these hydrangeas, like these by the stairs. Don't look too hard at my pockets. It's probably going to cause you a little bit of stress with how insanely messy they are. But we're almost done with replacing all of the bushes. I haven't decided what time I'm going to be saving this island at, so I have no idea what bushes will actually be in season then. I have a feeling it's probably not going to be the hydrangeas, which I'm okay with. The bushes without the flowers on them look good enough, so I think that'll be okay. Maybe I'll save the island when the tea bushes are blooming, so that way we've got a bit of yellow and orange on the island as well. We're also going to put some bushes around this bridge just to give it a little bit more life. I don't know if these will remain here forever, but for right now, I think it'll at least be a good spot to get these bushes grown in. I don't remember why I put this bush here, so we're going to just take it out. We'll also place a lamppost here, and how cute are those banners that I found on Pinterest? I just think mushrooms are so cute. Yes, I am putting bushes everywhere. Now we're going to go ahead and give most of our money to the bridge. It looks like the villagers have helped out a little bit, but that's not really gonna get it finished anytime soon. Hopefully I've got enough money trees around the island to be able to pay this off within the next couple of days. Money trees are truly a gift in this game. I use them to pay off everything. And now we're back to planting bushes everywhere. Honestly, this area is the main reason why I needed bushes anyway, so we better put them here before we run out. Sorry if I'm sounding a little scratchy. My allergies are just getting me right now. We're just gonna do a quick lap through the neighborhood. We're not gonna spend too much time here because it is stressing me out just a little bit. I did manage to get one butterfly model and I have it on the cliff just to test it out and see if it actually looks how I want it to. I stole some trees from around the island and we're just gonna fill in this area with a few of them. I'm using them to create a bit of a barrier between the canyon and the neighborhood. I still want the canyon visible, but I don't want it to be a main focus of this area. I'm not sure how many trees to put back here. We'll also be removing this pear tree. Now we're going to fix the pathing outside of Nook's Cranny. I need to extend it to match the upgraded version versus the first version that we had. I'm still undecided if I want to keep that stone pathing to the right of this brick pathing or if I want to swap it out for the destroyed brick pathing so it kind of looks like at the end of Nook's Cranny, Tom Nook just stopped taking care of the sidewalk. That actually kind of makes the most sense to me since I feel like Tom Nook would only take care of his area of the island and then the rest of it kind of falls apart a little bit and has that weathered look. We've got just one tile left on this side and then I'm going to run over to Abel's sisters and do the same thing there since I think I also left the pathing a little bit short of their building. I would like to decorate these buildings too, though I don't have the items for it or really a plan to even decorate these. When I get around to it though, I think it'll be a bit minimal since I don't want these shops to be the focus of the island. Let's see how this would look with the distressed brick pathing. We've got just a couple tiles left and I think I'm already enjoying this a lot more than the stone pathing, even if it doesn't match the bridge. Which I think should be okay because we'll continue the stone pathing on the other side of the bridge and the bridge acts as a transition point. And while we're here and already doing some pathing, we might as well put down that stone pathing from the neighborhood to this bridge. I think it would be very cute to have a little wandering path here and we can have some flowers and bushes look like they're breaking up the stone pathing. And the right side of this path would be a very good spot to have our flower field. I think it'll be like purples, blues, and black flowers. It'll be almost like a midnight garden. I think building a flower shop in the flower field would be such a cute idea. You could either buy pre-arranged flowers or buy flowers you picked yourself from the field. Here's how the path is currently looking. I made a couple changes to the path, but it's now done. I have a mum in my pocket, so I'm gonna plant it right here. I almost forgot about my money spot, but good thing I ran across it. So now we can go ahead and plant 10,000 bells in here, and then I'll probably also take the tree and move it closer to my house so that way I won't forget it when it's fully grown in. I like to put all my money trees in front of my house so that way I can see the moment that they're ready for harvest and I don't have to run around my island looking for them. I think the neighborhood does look cute, but I'm still not in love with it and I don't know if it was just from the beginning phase or whatever, but on my island, if I don't like it, it's gotta go. I think I have actually decided now that I'm going to redo the entire neighborhood. But I finally got some apples, so now I'm gonna go ahead and plant a bunch of those and make some apple trees all over the island. Before I start taking apart the neighborhood, I am a bit curious to see what it would look like in a season that's not the snow, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and time travel until maybe March and see what it looks like. And we're in March. It looks so weird with everything having color and not being just white. And because of the time traveling, all my money trees are ready for harvesting. We should definitely be able to pay off that bridge now and maybe even start on another one. After I'm done collecting, I am going to be chopping down these trees just so that way I don't get like an overwhelming amount of trees on this island because at some point I will have to clear them in order to do some of the builds. And now I've got room for the next round of money trees in front of my house. And now that that's done, we can go ahead and look at the island in full color. Oh, but before I forget, we did have a campsite villager, so let's actually go check them out first, and then we'll go check out the neighborhood. Do we have any guesses for who it'll be, and do we think it'll possibly be a Dreamy? I think I'm done waiting around, so let's go on in and see who the new villager could possibly be. Oh, it's Lyman! He's pretty cute, but too colorful for our island. See, there are some koala villagers I do like. I just want Gonzo off our island because he's not the aesthetic here. Let's take a look at the downtown area while we're on our way to go look at the neighborhood. Just switching to the springtime is already making this island look so much cuter. I can't wait to see it kind of evolve throughout the other seasons. I do want to play through all of the seasons, so I'm not going to be jumping from season to season that much, and I think after this we'll go back to winter. Well, I found Miss June over here thinking about something, so we should probably check in and see what she's got on her mind. Oh, this is looking like a move out thought bubble. Okay, Miss June, we're gonna miss you, but I'm gonna let you go. Which is actually kind of exciting because now we get to go hunt for another Dreamy for our island. It's quite crazy how different the island looks just by changing the seasons. Oh my gosh, and we have Bones running in his front yard. That is just so cute. I did figure though that some of these flowers would at least spread by now. Aw, he stopped running around. Do you think if I started running he would join in? It doesn't look like he's following me or started running at all, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and leave now because this is getting a little embarrassing. I have actually time traveled back to winter, and I think one of the last few things we're gonna do today is get an incline to put up towards the fishing spot behind the museum. Since most of the incline won't actually be visible, we're gonna go for the natural one, and I also think that just fits the vibe of like a fishing spot a lot more than a set of stairs would. It looks so cute. This is definitely the spot. We actually have more than enough bells to build this thing today, so we're gonna go ahead and donate all the money to get this built. We've accomplished so much today, so I think I'm gonna get going, but thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you gave this video a like and subscribed to this channel, I just want to say thank you. It means so much to me. I'll see you next time for a villager hunt where hopefully we'll be getting Nan. Bye!